my Flagstaff home. I'm doing a video that's a little bit different. And this has to do with showing you mold for making soap. And I've never done a video showing how to make soap from scratch, although this could be a mold that would be used for like a melt and pour soap that you buy. It's already soap. You don't have to use lye and start from scratch, and you melt it down, you add in colors and scents and all of that, and then pour it into a mold, and when it solidifies, then you have soap. I like to actually make soap from scratch using lye, and I have not done an instructional video about that. If you're interested in having me do one, let me know, and I will get my husband's help because I can't really film what I'm doing and do it at the same time. So it will be kind of a process. But if you'd like that, then I can do that. But if you've already, if you already know how to make soap, or you want to do a melt and pour kind of a thing, I thought that I would show you a mold that I recently got and kind of compare it to what I have been using in the past. So this one is a silicone mold that has a lid, and you can see it's got 4 sections in it. And let me show you what I was using or have been using. So I'm not going to use one or the other exclusively. I think it's kind of nice to have some different ones. So the one that I was using before is a pretty good sized one, and you just pour your soap batches in there, and to fill it up I usually have to make I have a few of these. So filling my 3 boxes, I have to make several batches, and then this one that I have comes with a lid as well. What you have to do when you make soap in a big block like this is you have to cut it once it's solid, and so you have to have this wavy cutter kind of a tool. I mean, it doesn't have to be wavy, but that gives it that nice textured side on it. And so this is what I normally use. The reason this one interested me is it seemed like it would just sort of eliminate a step because you put your soap, what do you even call it, batter, whatever it is, mixture into these sections, and it is textured already on the inside. So you don't even have to mess with cutting the soap apart. So anyways, I just wanted to show you the results of it and kind of explain a little bit about using it, and then also what I thought of it. So first of all, I'll pop in a better picture of the mold, and as I mentioned before, it is made of silicone, and it has 4 different sections, and on the inside of each section you can feel that it's textured as if you were cutting it with a wavy tool, except for that the waves are not as defined as the cutter that I have. And then I have another picture to pop in that shows the soap in the mold, and then finally the last picture is the soap after it has solidified for 48 hours and I pop them out of the mold. Okay, so let me just say that first of all, this was very similar as far as popping it out of the mold after sitting for 48 hours, very similar to using my other box thing here, except here I'm popping out a big old brick of soap, and with this I'm just popping out bars that don't need anything else done to them, except that they do need to cure. So if I do an instructional video, I'll talk more about that. But since there's lye in the soap mixture, it has to cure for 4 to 6 weeks, in part because lye will burn your skin if it hasn't had a chance to, if the caustic part of the lye doesn't have a chance to, I don't know, dissipate, disappear. I don't even know how to explain it. But the other thing is you have to let it sit for a period of time to let the moisture kind of come out of it. Otherwise it's too soft and it will disappear really fast underwater if you try to use it. So, but anyway, let me show you the difference between the 2 bars of soap, because when I made this, I made some in this silicone mold, and I made some in my other mold that I have, which is silicone as well. It's just a bigger, you know, just like, you know, one big brick, and then it's got the wooden box that helps it not to just collapse when you put the soap in it. The difference between the two, the only difference other than the mold I put them in, is that I put dried lavender petals on the top of the bars of soap that I made in this, and I did not do that in the other one. But otherwise, the color's the same. It's a shea butter recipe. I like to make goat's milk soap too, but I thought I would try shea butter for this one. When you're putting the soap into a mold like this, you have to be really careful about pouring it so it doesn't just go everywhere and be wasteful. And toward the end, I was kind of taking a spoon and sort of scooping the rest of it in. And then afterwards, I put the lavender, dried lavender petals on top, and then I kind of smack it on the countertop. And that helps to get the air bubbles out of the soap mixture. And then it also helped the lavender petals to settle in just a little bit. I'm not sure. Well, you could see it in that picture. So here's the main difference. The one that is this mold here is a little bit longer. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, can you see it's a little bit longer? But it's also shorter by a lot. And I filled it almost to the top. And so it's quite a bit shorter. So rather than having a narrower, taller one, it's, you know, longer, shorter. And then I'll put in, well, can you see that? This one that comes in this mold looks more like lines down the sides, and on this other one that I cut with the wavy cutter, it looks wavy. So that really is the only difference. But as far as how it's solidified in the mold, how it popped out of the mold after 48 hours, everything was very much the same. With this one, I was done as soon as I popped them out of the mold, and with this one, I had to then get the cutter and cut the pieces apart. So I've not been able to use these yet because it's only been, I think it's only been 3 weeks since I made these batches. So I can't use them yet. But I would just say that they're very similar, and I guess with this one batch of the recipe that I make filled these 4 compartments. I have put the name of the company and the link to where you can get this on Amazon, I believe, and that's in the space below. And just to let you know, I don't get anything if you decide to order this. I just wanted to let you know about it. And so, but like I said, I've got the link for you in the space below if you're interested. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching my Flagstaff home, and we'll see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.